Alright, this is how to heel flip part 2 because I fucking made one and it was not good. So I'm gonna try to teach you guys again. A little revamp, a little better, like better shots, better explanation hopefully, and hopefully more people learn it. The way I think of the foot positioning is it's a little weird for me, but it might work for you. My foot positioning for this trick, I do it like this. Like literally exactly like this, and my foot in the pocket, and that's for a reason that I will explain now actually. Okay, so look at how when I pop with my foot like that, it brings the board back. It brings the board to me. That means I have to use less effort to flick the board now because it's already coming towards me, so I can actually flick it. So some people do them like this. Some people do them like this, and I completely agree with that. Yes, that works, but it uses more effort, I believe. So I've always popped like that, and it's always helped me. I've always popped like exactly like that. It brings it back so that when I flick, my board is already there to meet my foot. With here, bing, flicked it. Whereas if I'm here, it still meets my foot, but it's not back. So I have to use more effort to flip it. My foot positioning is like this. If you're gonna learn it, I suggest something like this maybe. That much. I think it would be that much. You'd want optimal foot off right there. This is how I would try double heel flips. You can also do stuff like this with your back foot, or you can put your foot back. Just experiment. But I would say like in this realm, you don't want your back foot over here at all. You want it oh my god, my thing just died. Typical foot positioning probably around here. Now catch yourself doing this thing where it's like it goes behind you because of where your toe is, and that will probably lead you to put your weight too far forward and flick it behind. Like you'll flick it, but you'll flick it behind you. So yeah, you want your weight to be nice and centered on it. You don't want to be too far here where it goes in front of you, right? And you don't want to be, I'm trying to get this good on film, and you don't want to be here where you can't flick it, you can barely flick it, and your weight is way too far forward. You're probably going to jump forward and your board's going to go behind you. So you want like a happy medium between this and this to keep it nice and perfectly centered under you. Taking my foot and I'm flicking my toe through here and following through with my heel. You can see that in the slow-mo where I like toe first and my heel hits it and I just follow through. Like perfectly. So you want to go like an ollie up with your toe flick. It flips, and then you land it. Well, there might be some problems with that, but usually it works. So like one problem is some people will have their board where it like goes behind them. So there might be this issue where you have your board go behind you or like in front of you too much, which usually with heel flips it's behind you because of the way that your weight gets distributed when you first start trying. So sometimes you have it like with your weight too much on your toes, and so when you try to do it, it just goes behind you. And I had that problem for the longest time and I couldn't figure it out. The way to fix it is to shift your weight more towards your heels. So if it's going behind you, you want to put more weight on your heels, almost like you're sitting in a chair before you do it, and it'll push it more in front of you. should stay under you. Put your weight on your heels a little bit if it's going behind you, and then just do it. Okay. Pop, flick, watch it flip, catch it, and land it. It's not impossible to learn like this, and in fact, most people do. Like everybody that I've showed like how to heel flip, they're always like, "You put your foot like that? That's so surprising." And I think it's personal preference with everything. But for me personally, it did not help. So I mean, for you it might, but the concept of the trick still remains the same. You still have to manage to get your heel to this point of the board. This point right here. This is the sweet spot. Right in the pocket. You want your heel to hit right in this pocket and flick it. So you want your toe to guide you and your heel to hit that. So if you're gonna try it that way, don't forget that you're not just going to smack your heel off of it and expect it all to be good like this. Like it's not gonna work. You have to flick it out and actually get a good flick for it to spin all the way. So yeah, I don't even know if I can still do heel flips like that anymore. See, I almost popsicle myself because my foot was like, maybe it was too far back. For some people it's easier, because I remember the first time I tried to heel flip, I did popsicle myself and it was horrible, and I had my foot exactly like that. So just adjust. You might get popsicled, I'm not gonna lie, but that's part of it. It's part of skating. Spit everywhere. Part of skating, you get hurt, you catch a board in your cheek sometimes. Pause. Okay. The problem that people have with this trick is the flick itself. And I have explained like the mechanics of the flick, but I haven't really shown them very well. So I'm gonna try that right now. I'm gonna show them in first person to see if I can actually get like a good shot of it. Because I think a good first person view is really gonna make this like tutorial a good tutorial, because you can see what my feet are doing, you can see where my weight is, how the board is. So that's what you want to see. And I feel like that would help me the most. Learning is seeing it from my own perspective, and like where I'm flicking and all that. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it and where I flick in first person. Do a couple more. Practice steps with heel flips is a lot different than what you would do with kick flips, because the way that the kick flip works, it works with the practice steps. So like your toe is flicking off this side, it's a lot more natural than having your heel flick off this side. You know what I mean? It doesn't work the same as if you're doing kick. Practicing again, I would put my toe and I flick my toe here and have my heel follow. That's exactly what the heel flip is. Put your foot in the position you're gonna put it in. Toe, heel. You'll notice that the hole on my shoe is not, I don't know if you can actually see it, it's not on my heel. It's in the middle, right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like in the middle. Right here, that's my hole. It's not here. It's not here. It's right here. It's because of the way I flick. The name of the trick is a little deceiving because it's not just your heel. You still have to flick it with your toe as well. And that'll help a lot once you like really try that. Because with that catch, the more you catch it, the better it'll flip. So hold your board down, flick it till you get tired, flick it more. You know how Aaron Pyro always says it, you know. Flick it till you get tired, and then flick it some more. If you're flicking and you're turning, it's because of your shoulders. So you don't want to flick flipping like that. You don't want to flick with like your shoulders all like wonky. For this trick, kick flips. I know sometimes you can like open your shoulders and like pull them out, right? But heel flips are a lot different in that regards because you can't throw your shoulder like this. Go like that, and it's just not gonna work for you. It just won't. So unless you're doing like backside heel, obviously, but you're not watching this video to learn backside heel. You're watching this video to learn the heel flip. So shoulders, you know, straight, parallel with the board. You wanna pop, and jump with your flick as well, because that's the thing that's gonna get, like, if it's not flipping enough, you can jump higher. If it's not flicking enough, you can, you know, flick it harder, because you want it to flip under you. You don't want it to like go halfway like this. That's not what you want. You want a heel flip. So you want to either flick it harder or jump higher. But I find that the way I think about it is that when I ollie as well, I think about this with every trick. When I want to pop something high, I want with my front leg, my knee to lead and my toe to swipe all the way up while I'm jumping, because that's what's gonna get your board up with you. So as high as you jump, you can pull your ollie or your heel flip, because the way that you flick it. So if I'm jumping and I jump and I'm pulling it all the way up and flicking, I'm gonna have a decently high heel flip. I'm gonna have a decently high ollie. I'm gonna have a decently high kick flip. It's like look at this with my ollies. I don't know if I can do it stationary, but that was like bad, but. That was awesome. Like it's all in how you flick your front foot or like slide it up. Because if you're sliding your front foot up as high as you can and as high as you can jump, and you bring your knees up, you're gonna be able to get height. So if you do that with the heel flip, you'll be straight as well. That's how you're gonna get it to flick and flip under you fully. You have to jump.
Sit back, relax, ain't good looking with cruise control. I got these motherfuckers hating on the way the boy live. Angry at the way they ladies always say that I'm the shit. People stay up on my